Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good after morning, and good after morning.
Ready? All right.
Welcome back to the 3Gs podcast with your host, Coach Kyle.
I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
Yes, sir. And today we have a topic that I feel like a lot of people overlook, right? When you think about the gym, you think about the physical benefits first. You're getting lean, getting shredded, getting the body that you want. But I feel like what's overlooked is the mental benefits. Now, one of the things that I want to specifically touch on is self-efficacy and how it gets improved through the gym.
What?
Self-efficacy. So self-efficacy is basically...
No, I don't know what that is.
I was about to explain.
He's about to explain.
He's about to know.
Okay. Don't cut him off.
Let me reset. Self-efficacy is basically your belief, the belief in your ability to do something, right? Your I think I can mentality, right? Not everybody has an I think I can mentality, especially when they get shown some sort of hard time or difficult time. For example, right? Like if you were to give someone heavy weights in the gym, and they're not used to working out ever, right? What's their first train of thought? Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Right? They have limiting beliefs, right?
They don't have a lot of self-doubt.
Exactly. They don't have the I think I can mentality. Now, what I want to touch on is how the gym improves that. And it's not just like, I'm sure we've had this like for ourselves, for our clients, but this is actually proven research. For example, in 2019, there's a systematic review that found that resistance training significantly improved self-efficacy, physical self-worth, and perceived strength.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's actually, there's numerous studies. Another one in 2023, a meta-analysis showed that exercise training significantly improved perceived self-efficacy.
So is that also translating to not just like maybe in the gym world,
but outside of it?
Outside of
like how you tackle
tasks at their jobs or
100%. Like not just tasks, but like difficult tasks.
Seriously. So I'll get what you're saying now. So what he's saying is,
I don't know what he's saying.
Yo, what he's saying?
He's saying lack of confidence.
Yeah, but
okay.
That's what it sounds like. That they don't have the confidence to do that workout or to do that training or whatever. So they lack that. That's what it sounds like.
Who don't go to the gym.
Who don't go to the gym.
That don't.
Yeah. And I'm saying like what the things that we do in the gym help and improve that.
So
builds that self-confidence, builds the ability for you to be like, nah, I think I can do that.
The positive attitude.
Yeah, just building mental resilience, basically.
That's very simple to understand right there.
Right.
Someone like me would understand that. When you say self-efficacy or whatever you call that.
Well, yeah.
Self-efficacy.
I'm like, what?
I'm going to just say, so for example, right, I wasn't always a positive person, but it wasn't for the gym until I started to become mental resilient. Like anything that would happen to me, let's say like one time I got fired. Well, that's a different story. But I wasn't like, dang, like, oh my God, my life is about to end type of thing. I was just like, you know what? It's part of life. I'm just going to move forward. I'm not going to beat myself down. I'm just going to do what I got to do, My client recently, she had just admitted that she used to have a pretty negative mindset back then, right? One of those where I'd give her a weight and she'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Very like doubtful of her abilities. Now she said, even in our training sessions too, like you can show that if I give her a weight, even if it's like something she's never touched before, now she's like, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's try it out. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. That little change in mindset is huge. And I feel like that's why it's very important to do all your, gym stuff, working out consistently.
I think that's good too. Actually, that's funny because you correlated to, training with your clients.
Mm-hmm. You see that growth.
Yeah. I have one specific exercise that I do a lot with a lot of my female clients that just makes them feel super confident.
What is that?
Super empowered is the sled. There'll be times I have clients do 300 pounds on that sled and they're pushing it across the turf.
Mm-hmm.
You tell somebody to push 300 pounds across the turf that's never done it, and they're gonna have that self-doubt. But as they're doing it,
they're like, oh my God.
I
didn't realize my strengths.
Yes, the reaction I've gotten from so many female clients just from pushing a sled that weighs more than twice their weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally, they've all left empowered and they've all left feeling good. And like, I always share my clients on my social media, but anytime I share a client pushing a sled, those clients will reshare that video right away. And they love showing that off. They won't show off some of the other stuff, but when it comes to doing something that they've never done before that they thought they couldn't, and they'll just boom. And I won't see them maybe for a couple of days. They will have an amazing couple of days after that, and just they felt like on top of the world. So I do kind of see what the correlation is when you're doing something at the gym that you didn't think you could do, and you hit pretty much a PR. And that's how I think. That's how I looked at it when you were saying that whole time is hitting a PR. Anytime I've done a PR, or I'm pretty sure when you've done a PR, we feel great.
Absolutely, 100%. I tell this to my clients all the time. What you do in the gym translates to outside of the gym.
Yeah.
So if you're able to tackle hard things in the gym, it helps you tackle hard things outside of the gym.
Well, that's what, trainers, that's why a trainer is important, because I do believe a trainer can look at a client. If he's had the client, they've taken at the beginning and they've had them maybe in the last couple of months, they can look at a client and they can see
They're capable.
if a client can do something.
Yep.
Even though that client thinks he can't.
Right.
But the trainer, as a good trainer, and if you are a good trainer, what you say, your client will believe what you tell them.
Yeah.
And they will attempt.
If they trust you.
You
Yeah.
just got to make sure you're right.
Right.
Because then if they don't, they lose that confidence.
Then they get injured.
'Cause it happens to me, like you said, on a PR.
Yeah.
When I don't hit a PR, I've lost confidence.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
have to try to regain it
Right.
to try it again.
But you do have a good point though. Like as trainers, we're good at like looking at their physical tells, right? We will ask them like, how do you feel mentally? Just to kind of keep it into consideration. But really what we're reading is their body language.
Yeah.
Right? Mainly.
It happened to me. I have a trainer, he's like 73 years old. He was on the bench press and he's been staying at like 139 forever. And it was getting just too easy. So, I said, hey man, let's put some more weight on there. Not that much, but 5-10 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
And he was, no, I don't know if I could do that. I said, well, let's put it on just to find out. But I knew inside of me that he's gonna hit this, he's gonna hit it easy, and he did. And all of a sudden now it's like, when do you think I should go up again? It's that confidence that he get. But if he would have missed it, it would have been like, oh man, I can't do this.
It's going back to like how you guys said, we're observing these people for weeks. So we're capable of seeing like, okay, you know what? If you're doing 15 pounds in each hand for 15 reps, I'm pretty sure we've been doing that for about a good 2-3 weeks. Let's go to 20 pounds. And sometimes that jump will be like, what? It's like, don't worry, we're going to just knock it out for 8 reps. Let's just see how it moves.
Yeah.
And then
Right. They'll be like, what? But the minute they stop going, what? And be like, let's go. I'm down. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
It's
what
like
that,
the
that's
change in mind shift.
to get them to that.
Yeah,
And that's why.
exactly.
And that's the thing is that I think it's one of those where as you kind of build that confidence or anything like that, it's gonna be like
Reps that you do in the gym.
hey, there you go. It's like, all right, we just did 50 pounds. We're gonna do 70, and their reaction is like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where it's like,
That's-
all right, now we know we got somewhere.
That's the self-efficacy part. Yeah, it says right here, participants increased self-efficacy by 26% over time with a study that they did. 26% over time. That's huge.
That's more than
if
a quarter.
if you have like self-confidence issues, dude, hit the gym, be consistent, and you'll be in a different mindset for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, it translates to the real world. So something like I said, it's not just there, as Kyle was mentioning earlier, it's not there just for the physical attributes, what you see in the mirror. Because sometimes the things that we don't see in the mirror is actually more valuable than what we do see in the mirror. And that's what we got going on right here. So I do believe that's awesome. That's pretty dope. I like that. And when was that report done, in 2023? And
There's multiple. There's multiple. Yeah, there's 2024, 2026, 2016. Yeah, we can link them in the description if you guys want to deeper dive into these studies.
yeah, but I think it's like I said, it's the pump, the PR. You get that inside the walls of a gym. You leave that gym, you unstoppable. You unstoppable, baby.
Yeah, you are, but you miss it.
Why? See.
Well, because it happened to me.
Debbie Downer.
It happened to me.
See, man. We're talking about self-efficacy.
I know.
Yeah.
Man,
No,
what's wrong
this-
with you,
this-
dude?
We're not talking about self-limiting beliefs.
There's parts to it, okay?
Yeah,
There's
but
that
still.
success part, and then there is that failure part.
But here, let me ask you this.
now you have to figure out, how do I correct that when you fail? That because it's
I think that's
there.
going on a tangent. I think that's a different type of
let me ask you this.
episode. But I
Wait,
get what
wait.
you're saying.
Wait. But when you fail, do you quit or do you find a way to keep going?
Well, that's the thing. You have to find a way to keep going.
There you go.
Exactly.
There it is.
That's what we're
There
talking
it is.
about.
Mike,
Yeah.
don't say any more words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the mental part. And all I'm gonna say is, confidence isn't built by thinking; it's built by doing. And the gym is the most consistent place that you can do that.
Yeah, it is.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's a confidence builder there at the gym. That we know that.
yeah.
You know, and
And you know this, man.
And with that, folks.
And with that, like, comment, subscribe. If you agree, if you disagree, however you feel, just let us know, man. We're always open to conversation. Tune into the next episode. I'm Coach Kyle.
I'm Coach Cisco.
I'm Coach Michael.
See you in the next episode.